Mm-hmm.
Welcome into the latest edition of the Stealing with the Boys podcast. I'm your host, Junior Riddle, here, along with my boys.
Juwan Williams.
And no Coach Campbell. We're hoping he pops in eventually, running a little bit late on the docket this morning. But obviously, big Steelers game day today in Cleveland. Last night would have really dictated whether or not this game would have meant anything or not if the Ravens had went to Green Bay and lost. Fortunate for them, they went in and Derrick Henry had a vintage Derrick Henry-like game with 200-plus yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. And the Ravens really kind of handled the Packers, which makes this game uberly important today. Steelers win. Week 18 means nothing against Baltimore. They can rest their starters and they can keep going. But a loss today makes it a winner-take-all game, Week 18 in Pittsburgh, Steelers-Ravens. So we obviously do not want that to happen, and we want the Steelers to go into Cleveland today and handle business. So, Juwan, early thoughts after last night's game. How we feeling today? What's our initial vibes for today's game day going into Cleveland?
I'm feeling pretty good. Watched the game last night. Was hoping that the Packers pulled it off, but they didn't. I see that the Ravens finally, unleashed Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry that we know it took him 17 weeks to do it, and I had him on my fantasy when it was time, but it was too late. But the Ravens, had their fun last night. What was interesting in the press conference? Derrick Henry was like, Shador, help us out. You know what to do. This is the AFC North. We don't help nobody out. Okay. So they had their fun last night, but it ends all today. This is the funeral today. I've been waiting for this moment. It's time. It is time. I'm waiting. Just can't wait to noon to start, 1 o'clock. Get this win.
It is a big one, and it is important to note that since 2017, that was their beginning in 2018 when they opened the year in Cleveland and they tied, and that really awful opening game back in 2018. They tied that year. Since that year, they have only won once in Cleveland. And that was Ben Roethlisberger's last year in 2021. Super low scoring, super gritty game. Pat Freiermuth caught that crazy touchdown pass in the end zone. It's tough to win in Cleveland. Everything on paper says we should win this game, but it's one of those games where this is an AFC North matchup. It's on the road. It's in Cleveland. It's end of the year. They're wanting to end the year on a high note. Myles Garrett's wanting to break the sack record of, TJ Watt and Michael Strahan. It's going to be a tough, gritting game. I have good feelings about today's game, but ultimately I know what kind of style of game this is going to be. It's going to be a rock fight. It's going to be really low scoring. It's going to be gritty. It's going to be a lot of running the ball. It's going to be a lot of physicality. It's going to be the tougher team today is going to come out and win this game because when, almost last decade records haven't mattered. This game has always been, excuse me, a very, very physical one. Sorry about that. But no, ultimately, let's look at some of these matchups here, Juwan. Cleveland Browns, Steelers. What's one of the matchups that really kind of speak to you in today's game as to what could either be a problem for the Steelers or something that they could take advantage of?
I will say this. Before that, Tommy Maddox is the last quarterback that wasn't Ben Roethlisberger to win in 2003. I just wanted to state that. He was the last one.
To win in Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah, bottom line, Aaron's going to be the best quarterback we've had since Ben that goes and plays in Cleveland. So hopefully that makes a bit of a difference. He's been on a bit of a heater. And so if he can continue that and continue to take care of the ball, I think that that's going to be a massive key to this game. When you're going into road environments like this and you're playing on the road against a divisional opponent, just the same way we saw this team play in Baltimore a few weeks ago, you want that veteran leadership. You want that guy that's been there and that's done those things before. And the way that Aaron used to go in and dominate Chicago when Chicago was kind of the little brother of the division, you need to go and do that to the Cleveland Browns, and you need to do it, and you need to do it emphatically. And so, all right, but one of these matchups, though, what are some of these matchups that we're looking at for today?
I actually want to see our wide receiver core versus the DBs.
Okay.
I want to see Roman Wilson. Okay. I really want to see him. Today's the day, please. Today is the day that we finally see Roman Wilson go crazy. And then I also think this will be a big game for tight ends, especially Pat Fireman. He always goes crazy against the Browns in Cleveland. And then we got, I feel like, how can I say this? The whole wide receiver crew, I think, should dominate today. I think they should
dominate.
Yes, dominate. Because they really don't have nobody. I mean, I understand they have what's the big
Denzel Ward and Tyson Campbell are a pretty good cornerback duo.
Yeah, they are. They are. But still,
safety wise, Del Pitt, Hickman, they don't necessarily scare me as much.
This should be a tight end game, but I really want to see Roman Wilson. I just want to see how we activate him. I don't know if he gets as many snaps as like a Scotty Miller, but I will say this is a Roman Wilson day.
Okay. So and see that was a matchup that I thought that was going to be more of a disadvantage for the Steelers. No DK Metcalf, and we know what the Steelers wide receiver core is without DK Metcalf, and going up against two really good corners. I get their safeties aren't that great, but at the same time, like, our wide receivers aren't that great. And so I think that it's going to take some finesse from Aaron Rodgers to move these guys and put them in advantageous situations in order for them to take advantage of it. Because I personally disagree with you. I think that their corners against our wide receivers is a matchup that really favors them, and that's something that kind of has me worried in this game. Just their defense in general is really good. Like their rookie Carson I think it's Schwessinger. The guy that they drafted this year, he's a monster. Like this linebacker, this rookie linebacker, he's a monster. He's really so at the linebacker position. Devin Bush has even been playing well. I hate to even say that, but he's been playing a lot better since he's stepped foot in Cleveland. And so with their corners, their linebackers, and do we even need to mention their defensive line? Like Shelby Harris has given us troubles in years past. Obviously, Myles Garrett and the rookie that they drafted 5th overall, Mason Graham. Like this defense, say what you want about the Browns, is still a top 10 defense in the league for sure. Statistically, you could argue they're even better than that. But for me, it's going to be, this offensive line has really been coming together for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And can it protect Aaron Rodgers and open some holes in the run game? I think if the Steelers, even if it's only by a small margin, win the line of scrimmage on the offensive side of the ball against their defensive line, I think that is going to be the key to today's game. It's going to be very low scoring. It's going to be very, very low scoring. And so how are these guys going to play against this defensive line and just this defense in general? If they can open up holes and they can protect Aaron for the most part, I don't think they're going to keep him clean today. But if they can do it for the most part, I really, really, really like our chances.
You think it's going to be low scoring?
Yeah. And here's why. It's because on the reverse side of this, the Browns offensive line isn't the healthiest either. They're not looking that great either. And, they just lost Judkins. Was it last week they lost him, or was it the week before?
It was last
So
week.
they just lost Judkins last week, and so they're going to be starting Dylan Sampson, and also what's their backup running back's name? Oh, why can't I think of it?
I
Uh,
got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Um, but either way, I think that the way that Shadur holds on to the football, he takes a long time. Shadur's got a lot of talent, right? A lot of arm strength, a lot of talent, a lot of he's got a good arm. His problem is diagnosing the defense at a quick speed and getting the ball out. And so with us, I think that we're going to limit what Shadur Sanders is going to do, and how they put him in good situations. I bet statistically he has a game that it looks like is really good, but ultimately, I just think that he's going to get sacked a whole lot, and I think that the Steelers' defensive line is going to really get after him.
One
Keep it
thing,
close for him.
one concern that I have. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we have him. We have him
Uh-oh.
right now.
Uh-oh,
Let's
he's here.
go, Coach
He's here.
Campbell. He's
Coach
Good
Campbell.
morning, dude. Good
He
morning.
did you take a morning nap, Trey?
Yeah, brother. I
I
texted you
knew
guys
it.
back. I was like, I didn't
Trey,
get something in my
now,
hair.
now
Hold up.
this has nothing to do with the pod, but I feel like the fans need to know. Do you have a legitimate medical condition when it comes to falling asleep?
I think so. I should
Like
probably
I
go
think
check that.
what is it? What is it like narcolepsy or something?
Yeah,
Like
something
what?
like that, dude.
Like
I
where
fall
we're
asleep
just you just
immediately.
randomly fall asleep and you can't help it. That is
Mm.
Coach Campbell because he'll fall
Uh,
asleep in an instant. Probably
If
woke
anybody
up an
knows
hour
me,
ago and then took a nap.
that is it. That is it.
Well, we're glad to
Well,
have you
good
on, Trey.
morning.
We're
Good
talking.
morning, fellas. Good morning
Trey,
to
we're
you
talking
guys.
about matchups here in this game. Juwan really likes our receivers matchup against their DBs. I really want to see our offensive line play well against their defensive line in this matchup. Is there any matchup in this
You said,
game in
hold
particular?
on. You said, Jawan said our receivers versus their DPs?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, that's what he said. He didn't stutter when he said it either.
And you want to know
Oh,
why? And you want to know why? Because our everybody's complaining about DK Metcalf being out, but our wide receiver one is still on the team, Kenneth Gainwell. So
all right,
we don't.
Jawan. All right. Whatever
No,
you
you know
say, bro.
what? Let Juwan keep pushing the delusion.
I'll let
Because
him.
whatever
I,
he's saying, he's speaking it into reality.
I'm
So,
talking
I know.
about.
Juwan, say the most off the wall, positive stuff about this team because it's working and we need to keep this magic churning. So,
Okay. I was gonna go off the wall. No, I'm just kidding. So what did you say, Ginny? Sorry. When you said our wide
I,
receiver versus their DBs, I was just I got
I,
that.
I, I didn't necessarily say whether it was going to be, in the positive or for the negative for the Steelers, but I said that a key matchup in this game is just going to be how this offensive line, who's been playing great as of late, matches up against their defensive line. More than anything, I think that that's the matchup to watch. If they can keep Aaron clean for the most part, and they can open up holes in the run game, and they can consistently run the ball, then the Steelers will win this game. But that is a big if. This Browns defense, if there's anything good about this Browns team, it's this defense and its defensive front in particular. I like their linebackers. I like their D line. I like the way that they play. And so if the
I hear you.
Steelers can just do enough to get the run game going and keep Aaron Rodgers clean, I like their chances in today's game.
I think my matchup's kind of gonna go off of that. I think it's gonna be our running backs versus their linebackers.
Okay.
Whether that be in blitz pickup or them covering our running backs out of the backfield. If our O line does well, they get through the second, they get through the first line, and our running backs can get past the linebackers. I think we have a great day. So that'll be my matchup. I want to see our running back. Our running back duo has the potential to be one of the best in the league, especially with Kenneth Gainwell, going out there receiving the way he is, still getting rush yards. Jalen Warren has been hot the last 2 games. He's been getting after it. Um, that's gonna be my matchup. I just want to see this running back duo continue to flourish, and if they keep doing well, that's huge for us going into the playoffs. Honestly, I don't even know who their linebackers are. Do they have Devin Bush still?
Yeah, no, they got Devin Bush. I've never heard of this guy. Mahmoud Diabate. Mahmoud Diabate. I think it's because of Koromora is out. But this rookie though, I kind of got a man crush on this guy. Like this guy, like he's a monster. He can defend the run and the pass both really well. Versatile guy that they drafted, Carson Schlesinger. This dude's he's a bad boy. He's a
That's
bad
one
boy.
name I know. That's one name I know. I
But
forgot
yeah,
who-
but we can sit here and laugh about Devin Bush, but Devin Bush has been playing well for Cleveland this year.
No, this
Like
year,
I'm not going to sit here and be a Devin Bush hater. He's playing how he's playing. Now we know him better than anybody, and so are we going to take advantage of what he can and cannot do? That's the question. But to sit here and not bat an eye at Devin Bush because of what he did in Pittsburgh, that's been 3 years. He's been elsewhere, other places, developing and getting better, and he's been playing well in Cleveland. So I hope he reverts back to form. I hope the Steelers expose him for what he is. But I'm not going to sit here and say and expect the Devin Bush in Pittsburgh to play today in Cleveland. And plus, he always plays. He's always going to have a chip on his shoulder playing against us.
I was also going to say, they signed Kendrick Green this week too. So
who did? The Browns?
The Browns.
Browns.
They picked up the Steelers castaways to come out and get a late season dub for their fans. That's what they want.
All I gotta
That's
say
what they
is
want.
if we get Zach Frazier or Mason McCormick or Spencer Anderson up on Devin Bush, it don't matter. If they get hands on him, he's cooked. But if he slides by them, gets in the backfield, then we'll be in trouble. Then that's just a big issue.
I will say this because Trey wasn't on. Trey, we haven't won a playoff. We haven't won a game in Cleveland without the quarterback named Big Ben since Tommy Maddox in 2003.
Yeah, that's an issue. Does anybody know what Aaron's record is in Cleveland?
I'm looking.
He's undefeated against the Browns. I know that.
Oh, he is
in Cleveland now.
He's probably only played there once or twice.
Oh, I hate it.
Let's see. Rodgers versus Browns. He is. Let's see.
I gotta know this. Yeah, if we got another quarterback that owns the Browns, then we're all right.
He's 4-0 against them. Last time he played them was
this year. He played him this year.
Last time he played in Cleveland was 2009.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, he went 15 for 20, 246 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So
yeah, I take that. I take that in RB. But again, that's 2009. I mean, that's MVP level Aaron Rodgers right there. I mean, that's like the guy.
Can I throw something in there real quick, guys? Guys, I'm really excited about this, and I think that's why I didn't wake up on time. Well, I woke up and then fell back asleep. I'm about to win my fantasy league, my big money league, and I hate that it came down to this, but it means that today's game means something. But Derrick Henry scored 4 touchdowns for me, and got me 69 points for my big money league. So shout out Derrick Henry. Shout out us having a meaningful game today. I actually wanted today to be a meaningful game. I told you guys in the group chat, I want us to have our starters still play because I want them to stay hot. And with this being a meaningful game, they have to play. They have to stay hot. They have to keep doing what they're doing. So shout out Derrick Henry for doing that. Just lay an egg next week. If we win today, do whatever you want next week, okay?
I will say this. So this is off topic too.
Okay.
My dad has already bought tickets to the playoff game in Pittsburgh. He called me yesterday. He said, because I told him I'm thinking about going because that's my birthday weekend. So I was like, I'm probably thinking about going.
Yeah.
Got it. I was like,
It's Monday night. I think it's supposed to be if we're 4 seed.
Monday night.
Sunday or Monday night. Yeah, we get the 4 seed wild card is like Sunday or Monday. I'm pretty sure.
Wow,
Wow.
that'd be
You said
nice.
it's
That'd
a
be
night
nice.
game. I know it's supposed to be a night game. Somebody was telling me about that. Because they have like the schedule out for like the seedings and stuff like that. I would look into that. But if we're the 4 seed, I'm pretty sure 4 and 5 play on Monday night for the
Well,
AFC.
first we got to get this win though. So
Okay,
let's
yeah,
stay on topic. We're getting side conversations going here on the podcast. This is not what we're here to talk about. All in all, though, let's get into some quick score predictions. Jawan, go ahead with your score prediction and how it's going to go down.
So I know that Shador is my guy. One time I posted something about Shador, and Junie said, "Why did you do that?" I think it was on Twitter or something. I posted about Shador or something. But sorry, but today,
That's like saying Miles Garrett's your guy.
no. That's way different.
Yeah, it
Kind
is.
of is. Kind
Yeah,
of
it
is.
is.
Their best defensive player, their quarterback. Come on.
But
He's a Brown. And again, I'm gonna say this right since you brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. I'm gonna say this. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm die hard Louisville Cardinals. Die hard Louisville Cardinals. Who's the best quarterback to ever play for the Louisville Cardinals? And I'm born and raised here.
yeah, it was Lamar Jackson.
Who was their best quarterback ever? Say it. What's his name? Who's he play for?
Them sorry Ravens.
You see me talking about Lamar Jackson anytime, anywhere, ever.
Don't say anything good about him.
No.
Okay.
It's no love lost. It's no love lost. He left the Ville. He put on the purple and black. There ain't no love lost. Shadur Sanders, bye-bye. You ain't got no connection to him. You like Dion. That's Dion. He plays for the Browns now. It's over.
Today,
Break it up. It's done.
Today,
Go on. What's the score prediction?
I got us winning. In the old Steeler fashion, 24-14. Yeah,
Okay.
I got us winning 24-14.
24-14. Trey, what about you?
Might as well owe us. I don't know when he's gonna pay us back, but he owe us from last year.
Yeah, I feel you. I think it's gonna be a close game because it's just it's just a rivalry it's been recently. They've been close games. They haven't been in our favor in Cleveland. Browns have a good defense. I think our offense, if Arthur Smith and our offense continue to do what they're doing, have great play calls, and just spread the ball around, which they're going to have to without DK Metcalf. I think we're gonna have a little struggle today, scoring. But our defense will show up. Our defense has been hot as well. They have Shador Sanders, the rookie quarterback. I think we win 20 to 13. 20 to 13. I don't know what the over and under stuff is, but 20 to 13 I'll take.
Okay. I'm kind of around the same boat as you all here. I think it's going to be a really, really low scoring game. I think it's going to be super tight. I'm going. I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 21-17. 21-17.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna go down to the wire. And I think that the Browns are going to make it as difficult as possible for this team. But I think the Steelers pull it out. I think the Steelers defense does enough. I think there might be a defensive touchdown in this game. I think maybe a strip sack fumble for a touchdown. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like I said, Shadur holds on to the ball a lot, and he takes a lot of sacks. I think the Steelers are going to really try and get their hands on some of these, and that's something that they're probably been working on, knowing his tendency to do that. So I like the Steelers in this game, but believe me, boys, my anxiety levels are through the roof for this one. So
yeah, I think I took my touchdown score last time we played the Browns was the Steelers defense touchdown. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
because remember, like I pointed out, like the last few games, there's always been that one play against the Browns that's like a defense touchdown. I think it was the Bengals too. I did the same thing, but. Do you know what the weather's supposed to be like in Cleveland?
Yes, yes. So I looked it up. Wind is going to be about 15 miles per hour. The temperature is not super cold. It's high 40s, low 50s, not sunny outside. So it's going to be kind of like a dull, mild kind of temperature weathered. But the wind is what I feel like is going to play a factor in maybe not throwing the ball as much, and also going up against Myles Garrett and what he's trying to do today. I think they're not going to be throwing the ball
So no
nearly as much
James,
as usual.
no Jameis Winston snow game. I don't have to worry
No,
about that.
no, absolutely not. So let's get into our steal of the week. Well, we're going a little bit over on time here. Trey, I'm going to start with you on this one. Anytime touchdown score and a prop bet. Who you got?
And I'm gonna go with the hot hand. I'm gonna go with Kenneth Gainwell. I think he's gonna have to be our wide receiver one ish from out of the backfield. I think you're gonna see a lot of two running back sets. I like both running backs in this game today. I love both running backs in this game today. For us anyway, for us. So I'm gonna go Kenneth Gainwell anytime touchdown scorer, and I'm gonna go. Um, I want to double up. I'm gonna go with Jalen Warren on yards. Anybody know what his yards are set at?
Yes, let me rushing props here. Jalen Warren over under 54 and a half, and that has gone down since we started the episode. At first it was 55 and a half. It's gone down a
With
yard.
with you saying it's gonna be windy and stuff, I think they're gonna get him rolling again. I hope he breaks a big one again. I'm gonna take his over.
Okay, over 54 and a half. Okay, Juwan. What are we looking
All right.
at here? He's got
So
Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren as his prop bets. Touchdown scorer prop bet.
okay. So I'm torn between two. All right. I'm torn between Pat Firemouth and Roman Wilson. Okay.
For a
Roman
touchdown?
Wilson active.
Yeah, touchdown. And I don't know. You got me thinking with this Pittsburgh defense touchdown score. Okay. Should I take the safe bet? You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go Roman Wilson. Anytime touchdown. At
Is he
plus
active for sure? Do you know if he's active?
yeah, he's active.
We don't know for sure that he's going to be active until 90 minutes before the game, which
Okay.
we'll know in about 30 minutes.
I'll say this: if he's not active, I'm going Pat Firemouth.
Okay.
And
Roman Wilson, if he plays, if he doesn't play, Pat Firemouth.
yes.
Very good.
Fair enough.
And I'm going Adam Thielen for 3 receptions.
3 receptions for Adam Thielen. I like that.
That's plus 158.
Damn, for 3?
Yeah.
So what's crazy
What's
is for me, and I'll move over to mine. I got Adam Thielen anytime touchdown today. And hear me out. It's always the unsung heroes in Cleveland. Like I feel like they these teams know each other so well. I feel like it's always somebody new that comes out and scores in these games and in this rivalry. So I think this is an Adam Thielen day, and his odds kind of say that like. Even Vegas thinks that this might be Adam Thielen's week. He's only plus 470 to score anytime touchdown today. Usually he's a lot lower down on the odds mark. I just got a feeling that in a divisional matchup like this, they're going to be going to him. They went to him a decent amount of times against Baltimore and looked his way, even though that was his first game with us. In a division game, having a guy that's reliable, not having DK Metcalf in the mix, I think he's going to be one of the more primary targets in today's game, and I think that he scores a touchdown. Just like I said, just being that unsung hero that we haven't seen. Now, I'm going to look at receiving props here.
What's MBS at? Because MBS is going to be our deep threat. Calvin Austin's out. I want to know what his receiving yards are.
So his over-under is 16 and a half. Marcus
MBS?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm probably hammered that.
I am actually going to go receiving wise. I'm going to go Jalen Warren 11 and a half, over 11 and a half receiving yards. I'm playing safe. I think like you said, Trey, it's going to be the backs. They want it. They want the smoke. They want the ball. They want to control the game. They want to do what it takes to win. I think it's going to be a big day for both of them if the Steelers offense gets trained.
One more question. Do we sign Trey Flowers to our active roster, or was that practice squad signing?
Active.
It was practice squad?
No, it was active.
Active. So I'm just kind of wondering how that's going to play out. Maybe they just want to keep Jalen Ramsey back in the back. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Asante Samuel Jr. moves to – he played some slot, I feel like. No, he didn't?
I wouldn't say as much. He was more. I feel like he was more of an outside guy.
Trey Flowers played slot? Anybody know? Trey Flowers.
Honestly, I don't. I really
I just
don't.
remember him being a confident corner before, and us to sign him kind of to active is kind of like. I wonder if he's going to get some burn.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we got a comment. Steelers open 30-13 victory.
Okay, I like that confidence right there.
So
I want to see it. I want to see it.
You got it back on the board.
But all in all, boys, I think we're all in agreement that this is going to be a real gritty kind of game. It's going to be one of those blue-collared, who's the more physical team, who wants it more, and Cleveland's going to bring it. They want to win. They want to go and seal the AFC or help against us. I mean, listen, think about it. They already traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals to screw us early in the season. They would love nothing more than to hurt our chances on getting into the playoffs and helping the Ravens out. Like. They want to get this win. And so it's going to take the grittier team, the more physical team, the team that wants it more to come out and win this game. And if the Steelers keep playing the way that they've been playing, it should be us. And so I know Juwan is confident. I'm like the least confident in the group, but I think they can go out and get it done, boys. So let's see how they do. 1 p.m. kickoff, Eastern time, 12 Central. It's gonna be one of those classic AFC North bouts, and I just can't wait for it. So, any last comments before we sign off for the day, boys?
Nice knowing you, Ravens. You know, had a good season, but it ends today.
You guys might have to face Will Howard next week.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
For the Stealing with the Boys podcast, game day pre-show edition, we are out.